I was going to a nephrologist for at least 15 years. And, at one point he said, Rob, you're going to need dialysis or a new kidney. And I looked at him like he was crazy. I said, I love you, doc. Maybe I'll find a new doctor because I feel healthy as a horse. I've got my 5 kids that motivated me, and they just said, Dad, you're going to get a kidney. Don't worry about it. And I stay positive. Most of the time, parents go to Disney for their kids. My kids go to Disney for me. So we go to Disney World. We're planning our trip. And I think, this idea of the shirt came out of desperation. Planned on wearing it every single day throughout the parks. Because where else am I going to get more exposure than Disney World with hundreds of thousands of people walking every day, and maybe I'll get a little pixie dust. So we're walking around the park, and little by little, some people started taking pictures of it. And one couple said, let me post it. I gave him a big hug. And all of a sudden, my phone was off the hook. It reached 33,000 Facebook shares in the first 24 hours. Now, it's a very long process because they're just as concerned about the donor as they are the recipient. They want to save Rob's life, but they also want to make sure that this is a 100% success rate for both the donor and the recipient. Once you come to New York and you do that final evaluation, I had 3 people denied. And then Richie came along, and Richie went through all the testing. And right from the start, Richie was incredibly proactive. Richie was always, Rob, I filled out the application. He texted me the application. Rob, I did the blood test. He showed me, he mailed it in, and so on and so forth. So he came to the New York hospital for a final testing, and that was the first time we met. Spent about 6 hours or so. I'd given him the tour of New York, talking. We had so much in common. And I told him that I think if we just met, we'd be lifelong buddies. That's how good we got along. All of a sudden, 3 days later, he calls me. I'm on the train coming from Manhattan. He says, Rob, we're ready to rock and roll. And I called my kids, and my kids broke down. It was just such a feeling of relief and happiness and mixed emotions. Everybody has 2 kidneys. You have a spare. Share your spare.